Now, Russia's main opposition leader, Alexei Navalny, has vowed to run for president despite being convicted of embezzlement. Navalny has been given a 5-year suspended sentence and fined $8,500. He denies any wrongdoing and says the charges are politically motivated. The anti-corruption activist claimed the verdict was copied word for word from his first conviction in 2013. Let's speak to Daria Bondarchuk, who joins us now from Moscow. So, Daria, Mr. Navalny clearly says that these are trumped-up charges. What is he saying about the whole of this process?
Well, he did earlier post notes on his Twitter account, copying text and providing photos of the text of the old verdict and allowing his followers to actually listen how the judge of this new hearing is reading the old verdict word by word. And he said that even some spelling mistakes were repeated in the new verdict. It's interesting that he's being tried for the same crime for the second time. Back in 2013, the Russian court ruled that Mr. Navalny has organized a group and was accused of embezzling some $500,000 worth of timber from a state-run timber company, Kirov back when Mr. Navalny was an advisor to the Kirov region governor. And by then, Mr. Navalny turned to the European Court of Human Rights, and that court ruled that the decision of the Russian court that did claim that Mr. Navalny was guilty of a crime and embezzlement was not legal, and so the Russian Supreme Court had to revoke that decision of the Russian court. And in November last year, the case was sent for a retrial and reconsideration. So that is why Mr. Navalny has been repeatedly condemned under the same on the same charges and convicted now of the same crime of alleged embezzlement of, at least the Russian prosecution says that it was an embezzlement of state-owned timber, and organizing group that has talked the then administration of the timber factory, of the timber company, into some deal that was not beneficial for the state-run company.
OK, so given that he's got this criminal conviction hanging over his head, what does that mean for his chances of standing in the next presidential elections in 2018?
It may mean that Mr. Navalny may not be able to run for president in 2018 elections, but Mr. Navalny's campaign and his group says that he will be, because he will turn to object this decision that was the verdict that was voiced today in Kiev by the court, and that he will then turn to the European Court of Human Rights, the same court that had already once overturned the similar decision, and that he will try to revoke these verdicts, and that he does not accept, does not consider himself guilty. He did say that this was sort of a message from the Kremlin that he would not be allowed to run. But the Russian law does say that individuals who have been convicted or have to serve prison time or have received a suspended sentence will not be able to run in elections. But Mr. Navalny's team said that they will continue to fight for Mr. Navalny's right to run for president in 2018.
OK, Daria Bondarchuk in Moscow, thank you very much indeed for that.